Alright, welcome back to another live stream over here on SCS Combat. Tonight we're here for UFC Mexico. Brandon Moreno takes on Loner Kavanagh. Pretty much perfect start on time. Good, because we were a bit off last weekend. We are back. Let's go. We got Luna versus Pacheco on right now. Pretty good fight so far. And yeah, go. Nice front kick to the body there from Luna. Ripping that body of Pacheco. Knees now to the body, elbow to the head and left hook. That one hurts Pacheco. That body kick, Luna. Nice leg kick from Pacheco. Job now. Pacheco doubles it up, triple. Goes to the body kick, misses or doesn't fire it though eventually. There's a deep kick to the body again, forcing Pacheco back, and a powerful double leg from Luna. Ground and pound shots now. Luna's definitely the way more explosive fighter so far in this fight. Pacheco fighting to get out of the clinch, gets out, gets hit with an elbow though and a knee. Gets hit with a knee, I mean, not just didn't get hit with the elbow, he threw it. Counter right hand misses for Luna. Deep to the body again though. Seems to be one of his key weapons here tonight. Was that double jab, head and body. Jabs again. There's a nice inside leg kick from Pacheco. There's that hook now around the head. Closes distance brilliantly. The hook comes up the middle with an uppercut. Now one has an edge for Pacheco. There's a really good counter right hand from Luna and a knee to the body. Now a left hook, and Pacheco seemed a bit stunned there. Coming out of exchange. There's a really clean body kick now, and a 1, 2, 3. And Pacheco's really hurt here, knee now. Left hook from Luna. Pacheco fires back though with a double jab right hand. Doesn't get anything off clean. There's a nice counter right hand again for Luna. He's landed that perfectly using his range. Um, Sort of his timing as well with his reach. That's what I was looking for, not range. And pretty much timed that shot perfectly. And there's another really nice entry into the double leg into full guard now for Luna. Nice elbow in the head. Jack tries an armbar. Doesn't go for it though eventually. Good sprawl from Luna there. Back up now and a head kick from Luna. Jump knee from Pacheco in there. There's a really nice outside leg kick as well from Luna. That one kind of took Pacheco off his balance a bit. There's a left hook and that one drops Pacheco and that knee up the middle. What a spell danger, but that's the end of round one. And then Luna definitely. Alright, apologies for the break, but we are in round two now. 2.5 minutes left to go. Luna's still looking pretty comfortable, and there's some reddening on the face of Pacheco now. Going for some left hooks, still Pacheco. I think he's caught on that nose. Yeah, so Luna up by a lot on the total strikes in this round. There's a huge right hand behind it for Luna. Better keep going for the finish here because, oh shit, clean, my bad. Oh, that was clean. Some with a slip uppercut into a knee from the other side, that was clean. See here, 45 to the head and 18 to the body for Luna. Whereas that's 30 and then 6 to the body for Pacheco. Luna rips an uppercut to the body and a left hook to the head. He's a slick boxer, man. Really good body uppercut again, and that one hurts Pacheco. Pacheco's here to be hit. There's a left hook, right hand again. Pacheco's stunned. Left hook, right hand behind it again. Knee to the head now. And Luna clinches, goes to the body lock. Not a great idea. Considering he had him hurt. Goes to the body side. Hits him with a suplex. Gets into full guard. He's really ragdolling Pacheco here. There's a nice elbow now. Once again, Pacheco going for that armbar, not getting anywhere. Gets hit with an elbow now. Huge elbows now. Pacheco gets up. Near the body again. Uppercut from Pacheco though. He gets tagged with a huge right hand behind it though. Well under the eye now as well for Pacheco. The 1-2 left hook from Luna. Couple of body shots from Pacheco in return. Another right hand left hook again from Luna. Some uppercuts and left hooks again. A huge right hand. Pacheco's going to go out in this third round, trust. Huge round three probably coming up for Chaco here. Or Luna, I mean. I think he's about to stop at Chaco. Let's see it. Round three, about to get underway. The round time we're going for this one. Do for boxing, Abate versus Galantin, Sunday the 8th of March. Chaco trying to rip those hooks to the body, but he disguises it well with the right hand over the top. Knee to the body now into the clinch. Bum shield come out. Yep. I like the way the UFC works with that. I don't really know why, but in boxing, probably like cleanliness or something, but in boxing, if your gum shield comes out, when the referee stops it, he has to bring it back to your corner and they have to like wash it in the water and then they have to give it back to you. The UFC, they just lift it, throw it back in your mouth. That's the way it's supposed to be. Continue the fight, not disrupting enough. Good right hand to the body again from Luna. I really feel like he should push for the stoppage in this round. Uppercut from the middle from Pacheco. He's probably looking for a counter as well at times. Pacheco is kind of walking forward on the shots. It's a good uppercut from Luna. Good head movement here from Luna as well. Big overhand. Knee up the middle now. Good elbow from Pacheco. Doesn't do anything though. He's hit with a left hook now. Uppercut, left hook, right hand from Luna. Really good slipping of the jab there. Body shots, 1-2 over the top now. Goes to that double leg again, gets it clean, gets it easy, pull it back into full guard. Really feel like he should be going to the finish here, and I feel like if he went for it on the feet, one clean shot lands and he's got him hard again, it's probably over if he decides to finish it. There's a good kickoff though from Pacheco to get up. Knee up the middle again though from Luna. Jab from Luna. I think Michael Bisping said this, that Luna's only 21. Which, by the way, if he is, potential here is crazy. Back in the clinch, 2:20 left to go in this round. Third and final round. Really feel like he should be going for the finish here. Got 1-2 is a good uppercut though from Pacheco. There's another right hand over the top from Luna. Got over 50% accuracy as well. That one, a leg kick near enough tuck Pacheco off his feet. Let's slip uppercut misses. Is he going to go for the guillotine here though, Luna? Wraps up a guillotine. Let's see if he can get it. Minute 30 have to go. That looks tight. Nope, his hand slipped. He doesn't get it. Elbows now from the bottom from Luna. I mean, a minute left for Pacheco. Let's see if he can deliver anything here. He's on top. Luna kicks him off. Pacheco complaining about an up kick, but let's see kicking you off, mate. He's not trying to kick you in the face. I think that up kick's the least of your worries right now, mate. Knee up the middle for both fighters. The body. 3 body shots from Luna. Right hand, left hook from Luna now. Right hand again. Knee of the middle from Luna, left hook. Uppercut, left hook now though. Right hand from Pacheco. You're looking a bit tired here, but 10 seconds left from round 3. There he has this one. There's a nice right hand, left hook, and those ones landed clean. Another right hand for Luna. Head kick. Blind knee lands for Luna. And right hook. End the fight. What a fun fight. What a performance from Luna. I don't know why Pacheco has his hands in there, like, probably because he didn't get knocked out. Let's go. The official decision. Good decision. Alright. 30-27 in favour of Luna as expected. I mean, just what a performance. All 3 scorecards, unanimous decision. It was clear as day. Great fight, great performance, great fighter. And if I did get that right, what Michael Bisping said, he's only 21. The potential there for him is through the roof. So, I mean, some numbers here. Total strikes 159 for Luna, 69 for Chaco. Then 150 out of 159 of those strikes, 141 were significant strikes. So 58 on that hand for Chaco. We got 100% takedown accuracy as well. Both fighters got 5 takedowns for Luna, 1 for Pacheco. Got no knockdowns in that one, but Pacheco was hurting there at a couple of points. And yeah, next up we have Emanol Rodriguez taking on Kevin Boras. Boras. Borjas. I need to hear the introductions. We got there eventually. Would that would be. I mean, just yeah, very clean, precise striking in there tonight from Luna. Definitely a fighter that I'll be looking forward to seeing again because that's sort of the best striking or like the best style in MMA sometimes is when a fighter can wrestle like Taporia, but their boxing is so clean, just accurate, precise. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to watch. Any fan will like that as well. Very fan friendly style. What is up? We're back. A bit of a lack of an intro because obviously we were straight into the fight, but good to be back over here. UFC Mexico. Let us know how you're doing. Got in the main event. If anyone's in here. But I mean, what a great way to start the card and what a performance from Luna. Very interesting to see what they do with him next. Here's um very good card lined up for the night. We have the next fight which I talked about already. Then we have Edgar Chairez against Philip Felipe Nunes, and then we have Daniel Zellhuber against Bobby Green, Green. Then we have Cheeto Vera returns against David Martinez, and obviously the main event. Short notice, Loner Kavanagh, who's currently unranked, he was 15, but he fell out of the rankings during the week somehow. He takes on number 6 ranked Brandon Moreno in the main event of UFC Mexico tonight. So Rodriguez was actually coached by DC on the Ultimate Fighter. That's good. No, fighter from Peru the other night, by the way. Fighting Rodriguez. I think that's one of the rare countries you don't really see in the UFC. I don't know if that's a true or not, but fair play, shout out to him. Um, yeah. Obviously, we got the Mexico fighters stacked. We've won every fight here. Moreno, obviously from Mexico. Then we have David Martinez fighting Cheeto. He's from Mexico. Daniel Zellhuber, Mexico. Charas, Mexico, obviously. Then past fight as well. Luna was Mexican, so great fights here. If you missed it or if you haven't seen already, make sure to check out all my interviews. I only have 3 up right now on YouTube, but hopefully get the rest out during the week and check out all my interviews on my Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, or Instagram and TikTok, sorry. You can see it all around the screen, all the ads. Go check them out. I had a great catch up with all the fighters at a new dawn in the Waterfront Hall, presented by Colin Sports and Hammer Boxing. Shout out to Jimmy and Paddy as always for the opportunity. And yeah, we had a great couple of interviews, caught up with some fighters, caught up with the promoter himself, Paddy McCrory, fighter as well, see if he's coming back. Got a lot of good interviews there. Um, Paddy Gallagher, McKenna. Shout out to Paddy Gallagher, by the way. Enemy event. Couldn't have been any more sound, honestly. Um, yeah, shout out to him. And he got the win as well, so I'm excited to see him back. Well, I mean, in terms of the fallout, by the way, commiserations are. I'm sure it's not like he lost, but I mean, I'm sure there was a brutal blow for both fighters, but especially Conor Quinn headline and fighting for the title. Um, yeah, it was probably a devastating blow. So hopefully he gets back and everything goes smoothly there. But yeah, a great card overall. All the future stars stepped up, and Paddy Gallagher stepped up as well after 6.5 years off. Really returned in style with a good fight, and kind of saved the card as well. Really, still a big name, put in the main event, and it's kind of that Paddy said in the interview. You know, he's only back for a few more, and probably be 20-6 by the end of this year with a few more titles, and that's it. If that is the case, it was good to sort of have still that experienced fighter on the top level, which some of the guys are getting more experience now. You have Jack O'Neill is 6-0, I believe. So there's a couple of fighters there that are more experienced, but 16-6 obviously. 22 fights in now, 23 fights in with another win. Ali Gallagher got that main event slot, didn't disappoint, and neither did the undercard talent because, I mean, let me tell you, some of the fighters here are going to be pretty well known. I think Oisin Dunlop was a good prospect. He's only 2-0, but he's 18. A lot of time to learn, a lot of time to improve, develop, and he gets the stoppage as well for the first time in his pro career. So to show that power that early, great fighter. Al Jennings as well. Jack O'Neill had a good performance, tough performance, but he got it in the end and figured his opponent out. Same with Paddy Gall, Terry McKenna. Good to catch up with him. Good to get my first interview with him as he made a call for any of those Misfits fighters who wanted. Not a great idea. I think someone recommended Pineda for Terry McKenna, and look, all I'm gonna say is if KSI stop Pineda, Terry McKenna will do much worse things to him. So, KSI was way bigger in that fight, but Terry McKenna is a brutal fighter. And anyone like Pineda, who in my opinion is clearly not experienced enough for it. I know he was the first guy to come into Misfits as a pro boxer, but in my opinion, Pineda is not built for Terry McKenna. But yeah, I mean, like they Town get on any of those cards would be great. We good to see him back. He's still looking to fight on, so yeah. And sort of while I was busy doing interviews and stuff and getting around the venue to catch up with the decisions, I go back on my phone and I see Usyk versus oh, I've forgot his name here, but Usyk is going to be taking on. I mean, it's actually crazy this fight's happening. To be honest, we have got some UFC news as well. I'll talk about it after this here. But just while we're waiting for this next fight to come on, Usyk will be taking on Rico Verhoeven at the Pyramids of Giza. By the way, like the WBC heavyweight title, Usyk's actually going to be fighting in the Pyramids of Giza. Like that's insane. But let's go. What a fight that'll be. Then of course, Dana White finally went live 24 hours later, pretty much after he announced that he was going to go live, and announced that Alex Pereira has vacated. Yuri Prochazka will be taking on Carlos Alberg for the vacant light heavyweight world title. I mean, that'll be absolute chaos, and what a fight that'll be. I have got Yuri in it. I hope Yuri wins. I mean, can't hate Yuri, so you can't hate Alberg either, by the way. But obviously, with the way that Yuri fights and the story there would be if he was to win the world title again, would be good to see. Alberg's very skilled. I don't really think he promotes himself as much as he should, as much as he kind of needs to. But look, his fighting has done the talking so far, so you gotta respect it. That'll be a really good fight. But I suppose that's the role of a promoter. I know Dana White, like, oh, in my opinion, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, Dana White has said that he doesn't run the UFC really, so it should all be well stay the same. It'll be interesting to see Or maybe this isn't like until you fully pull off that big moment, and that's when you get your push in the UFC. That's why a promoter is important because sometimes you see in boxing, UFC, and MMA, some players have such high skills but don't really talk enough or don't talk a lot. Like I'm pretty sure Bam, but pretty much doesn't talk in the lead to a fight, but he's the best in the world arguably. So the promoter comes in and builds everything up, and obviously we've seen the brutal. I mean, look, if we're gonna be honest, brutal just backstab from Conor Benn to Eddie Hearn. Right, so tail of the tape 26 for Rodriguez, 28 Morales. Very young, both these fighters. Four, 3.5 wrench or reach advantage for Borjas. Um, and a 1 inch height advantage coming in at 5'4" and 5'5". These are not the tallest fighters of all time, but they are flyweights, so you gotta allow it. And let's go. Let me hear this introduction so I get these names right. Alright, so Kevin Borjas walking forward over to Rodriguez there. Not a very happy fighter so far. Looking to press him, but all smiles on the other side from Rodriguez. He is 6-0 undefeated. We like to say that. Um, let's see if Borjas can bring what it takes to stop this undefeated prospect getting the win in Mexico. Undefeated fighters are fun in the UFC because like he's 6-0 undefeated, and really in UFC you only get kind of one builder fight at every level because you kind of have to show enough early on that you're able to cope with that level. Um, but you'll usually get like round one underway. You'll usually get your first fight, and then you all right. You pass that with good colors. You know, we'll bring you to the next one. There's a nice jab left hook for Rodriguez. You know, all right, you beat him, and he's just above the entry level fighter. There's a nice jab from Rodriguez again. Then it's like, all right, you're getting closer. You win another fight. He slight step up. That's maybe where you get more fights in is just right before the top 15, and then usually get your top 15. Then you're up and up and up. You know, there's a nice leg kick from Rodriguez. A lot of feinting early on from Rodriguez. Oh, Rodriguez goes down with a left hook, and there's a knee up the middle now. Boras is on. There's a left hook for Rodriguez, though. And a right hand that sends Rodriguez down again. And another right hand, and an uppercut now. And Rodriguez is badly hurt here as he clinches up. And it's a knee now. Another knee. Goes down again. Grabs onto a single leg. Can he survive this from Boras? Oh, what a trip. Unbelievable. When he was hurt the most, hits a brilliant trip on Borjas and ends up in half guard now, or full guard. Wow, what a trip. That pretty much saved them. See this here. Just a main left hook lands clean on the jaw of Rodriguez, and that's what started it all for him. As he gets hit with an up kick, I think there's a knee or a knee, an elbow from Rodriguez. And next weekend we have Holloway versus Oliveira. Wow, come on, what a fight that'll be! BMF title on the line. Already know it. That's crazy from Rodriguez. That trip pretty much saved them. Like he was very badly hurt, and a lot of good time for recovery here because I don't think he's even been hit yet from the bottom. Boras is very defensive minded here on the bottom. They maybe throw some elbows from the back or something, but no, nothing yet. Tried throwing a couple up kicks whenever he's trying to kick away. Was to finish the point I was on earlier on about being an undefeated prospect in UFC. It's good because it's not like boxing or whenever I say you only get one fight really at every sort of level before you get to the rankings. Um, it's because in boxing, obviously you start off and journeyman is used for your first couple of fights maybe, but sometimes it just keeps going. Sometimes you got people that are like I don't even know 10-0, and then you go, all right, he's fighting again. I wonder will he be getting a step up, and then he's an elbow miss for Rodriguez, but no, he's fighting someone that's they're usually like they usually try to make it look better, where it's like, oh, he's only 18 wins with 20 losses this time, or something like 18 wins, but he's got 30 losses. Like it doesn't look any better. They try to steer away from opponents with more than 100 losses as it goes on further, obviously, but they usually don't do it well. That's another positive with Zuffa boxing. Some elbows now from Rodriguez is that you'll probably see fighters get found out quicker if they're not to be. But at the same time, in boxing, you also have to allow for the time for fighter to develop and get into their style. From amateur to pro can take a bit. But another elbow now from Rodriguez. Rodriguez finishes that round with some elbows. Boras gets up, goes to that trip again, and that was the end of round one. And they both stand in each other's faces. You do have to give that round to Rodriguez. They both went to the wrong corner. You have to give that round to Borjas. Surely he got clean knocked out. Round two underway. The leg kick from Rodriguez now. And I took landed flush for Rodriguez there. Obviously Borjas. I mean, I don't know if it was his power or his timing. His shot placement was class as well, but that left hook that he landed that really hurt Rodriguez in that first round. But Rodriguez was composed here, and recovered well from that. Used his grappling. Yeah. I mean, when you're 6-0 to be able to find that opening, um, so early in your career when you're hurt and probably still on wobbly legs, maybe, or trying to get yourself composed again, and you see that opening and you take it and take advantage of it so brilliantly, that's a good sign. Rodriguez fell short of the right hand there, but he comes back with the jab now. One kick miss for Borjas. In with Rodriguez. A leg kick now from Rodriguez. Double jab. Leg kick checked from Rodriguez. Who's that? I took to the body now. I mean, Borjas just backing up again because obviously the last shot he got was a counter shot. So he's going for that one again. There's a nice jab from Rodriguez. And that's obviously another thing. Was that the way he got dropped was rushing in. He's now controlling range. Very good. Sticking his jab out. Sticking with the 1-2. Rangy shots with the left hook to the body. You know, he's not rushing in. And there's a good right hand to the body. Catches Boras switching stance and then lands a nice right hander. Boras missed, and when he went in and closed the range again, that's when Boras really loaded up and went for that right hand of his own, but he misses. There's a really good feint from Rodriguez as well. Feint a level change there and sort of ran in with an eye poke. That was a great way to do it, I suppose. Level change into an eye poke is crazy work. Got a time out here for Boras, which I'm sure I'll take advantage of. The round's back underway. Sort of only clipped Borjas. Um, it wasn't even an initial, like when the fingers went out, he got the poke. It was when they were coming back and scraped the eye for us. That's a nice job there. Nice double job again from Rodriguez. I took the body, I took the head now from Rodriguez. Goes to double leg, can he get it here? Doesn't get it. Good defense from Boras. There's a nice clean one too from Boras. He's going offensive now. Let's see what he can do. There's a nice job there from Rodriguez. Jab left hook miss for Rodriguez. Goes for the double change single leg here. He gets the single leg but lands a mean left hook right hand behind it. A good right hand though. Once again in close range from Boras. Right hand left hook from Rodriguez and that one stuns Boras now. Bit of the wobbly legs for Boras here. There's a nice overhand and overhand again. Knee up the middle makes him slip. Or Rodriguez gets back up and straight to work. Knee up the middle miss for Boras, who's looking tired here in round 2. There's a nice right hand though from him. Been an elbow from Rodriguez. That's a good setup. Left hook to the body, missed the right hand behind it. There's a nice 1-2 again from Rodriguez, and that one hurts Boras again. Right hand, that one lands clean over the top. Down goes Borjas. A lot of ground and pound here. Is he going to get it? That is it. Wow. What a comeback and a stoppage for Emmanuel Rodriguez as he lands the backflip and does the cold bomber, cold celebration. Wow. What a stoppage. Clean overhand right and a bit of a delayed reaction as it took a second and then Borjas went down and that ground and pound was unstoppable from Rodriguez as he gets the comeback victory. Moves to 7-0, still undefeated. What a fight, what a fighter. See the replay here. Left hook lands, and that one sort of stunned. It was sort of the forearm on the forehead, that shot. Then we have big overhand lands behind the ear and takes a second. Then down goes Borjas and just main ground and pounding behind it. No stopping him there. So Borjas moves to 10-5 as well. What a knockout. Come on. Oh, Agar Chara is up next. Very heavy hitter. He's coming off a win. A year off though. Oh, they let's see what Rodriguez has to say here. All right, so hyped. Emmanuel Rodriguez there as he gets the second round. TKO. You could sort of see whenever it was towards the end for us, and he took a couple of heavy shots for a consistent period of time. I know, and you start to see sort of the try to start to deteriorate and break down. But there's Keylor Navas in the crowd. He must play for isn't Mexican league now. Obviously, I think he's a five time. Where is he? I don't know if he's five time. A few of those Real Madrid players is some football knowledge. There's Americans called soccer. But yeah, obviously he's won a lot of Champions Leagues with Real Madrid. Moreno's a favorite here, which doesn't shock me. I mean, I have Brandon Moreno as well, but shaved head again for Chairez. Had to see him 100% finish rate. I cannot be hyped for that one. All right, so Felipe Brunez, Chairez up next for Kirkin here. Oh, then it starts getting really good. I mean, Daniel Zellhuber is probably agreeing what a fight that's going to be. Well, after what WZ for boxing promotion goes, as I don't want to like free speech and all that there. Jalbert should not be fighting Brandon Glanton. I'll just say it how it is. We're going to be honest here. Jalbert has been fighting these people that the IBF, to prefer, have been ordering him to fight, and some of the fights have been good, but he's been stopping these people consistently. I mean, he stopped pretty much all of them, probably all of them. These fights aren't as competitive as you think they're going to be, and I know Glanton might seem good in this trailer, but trust me, I watched Chris Bumsmith stop him, or not stop him, but stopped pretty much anything he could do though, and beat him over 12 rounds pretty easily. And he was, although he's a former world champion, hasn't been world champion for a while now. So I'm pretty much 95% sure that Jabata is going to go in there again, probably knock him out, and if he doesn't, beat him over a comfortable 12 round decision, because I don't think Glanton's going to be the one to beat Jabata. And Jabata has said that he's looking for those unifications. Now, I know that the Zuffa belt is what Dana White's going to prioritize along with Turkey Al Sheikh at the Ring magazine, and not sort of joint promotion they're doing, joint ownership. I know that's their prioritization. I know that is what they want. And look, there's a counterpoint which I'll say to my own point, but firstly, fighters are gonna want those WBC, IBF, WBO, WBA belts. Fighters want those belts because those belts have history behind them. You know what I mean? And that's, I suppose, a good thing for these fighters as well when they first come to Zuffa boxing, is they can be the first one. You know what I mean? And a fighter like Conor Benn, he could be the first Zuffa champion. Jabata, he will likely be the first Zuffa champion, as that's for the cruiserweight title. You get to create that history, but at the same time, when you can walk around and go, yeah, I've held that belt that Mike Tyson held, that Muhammad Ali held, you know, it's special. So, um, fighters are still going to want those fights, whether Zuffa agree with it or not. But even if Zuffa don't want to do, let's say they get Jabata a really good fight for the rest of the belts, or for another belt, a unification fight, even if they don't want to promote it, because they're not promoting this one as an IBF title fight, they're promoting it as a Super boxing fight. Even if they don't want to promote it as such, with this is for this title, and the Zuffa title, you could just promote it for the Zuffa title, but let the fighter get the belt, let Jabba get the WBA, let him get the WBO, let him get this WC. You know, these are the fighters, these are the fights that have to be made, and it's good. It's all good and well building Super boxing and building their stars, and Jabba has one of them. So this is where you kind of have to allow for the first couple of events, but we need to see these fights. Need to see them, and this is sort of the problem as well with Super boxing, is that they have a lot of fighters signed, but in order for it to fully work, in my opinion, best against the best, they're gonna have to pretty much just end up being a promotion in the sport. It can't be more. I don't see boxing becoming like the UFC, where Super or Dana White is sort of a monopoly in it, or a majority shareholder in the market, you know, because It's such a big sport, such worldwide and such all over the place. I don't think a perfect like a league might fit into as well. I could do though, and Dana White would be the perfect fighter to do it because obviously, or the perfect fighter, the perfect promoter to do it because of obviously what he's built here with the UFC. I just don't think boxing will work with that, and maybe that's where a problem will come in. Jabatai wants to take on Ramirez, or you know, who even who even else is there? He wants to take on other fighters for other belts, and no, they're not designed to serve. They can't make it happen. We need to see these fights. Come on, I want to see Jabatai against some good opposition here. And don't get me wrong, Brandon Glanton's a good opponent, but look, I don't think he's Jabatai's level. I don't think he's anywhere near it. And obviously, for that reason, I feel like there's better fights to be made out there. And I feel like it's about time we start seeing Jabatai in them, which I feel like you can't blame me for saying. And that's just what I think. Um, and it is what it is, isn't it? I feel like even Dana White would agree that this isn't his ultimate plan with Jabatai is to keep holding him at Brandon Glanton's and stuff like that of the division. Brandon Glanton's a really good fighter, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think he's anywhere near Jabbatai's level. But Jabbatai proved that once again, but who knows what improvements Glanton will make as well. Yeah, let's go. It'll be a good fight. Whether it will be live or not, I don't know, because it's on Sunday night. Which is also another thing that actually annoys me. I'm, I mean, when fights are on a Sunday night, it makes it a lot more difficult to cover, a lot more difficult to be here for, because I mean, this is obviously I have to do stuff the next day. Do you know what I mean? And I can't be staying up this late so many times or on a Sunday night as much as I can on a Saturday night. But yeah, but what are we saying? Come on. Any other, I've seen Conor Benn as announced a fight reach progress. I believe it'll be a Conor Benn win. I think even if a fighter is really still good, I feel like against Conor Benn's athleticism these days, they're probably going to go down. You know what I mean? And not in the knockdown sense, by the way. Just I mean, in general, they're not going to win that fight. Reach Progress is obviously a very good fighter. I believe he's a former two-time world champion, and took on some great fighters and had some great fights. But just the athleticism, the ability, and the explosiveness of Conor Benn's probably going to be too much for him. Got a Progress. Well, always entertaining fights, by the way, with Progress, and he has the power to catch anyone. So be aware of that. Obviously, Eubank Jr. didn't have. I watched that Conor Ben Eubank 2 fight back the other day, and honestly, it was career best performance from Conor Ben, but I really feel like Eubank was like too weak in that fight, so weak in that fight with that cut and that rehydration clause, and when you want to match him with a fighter leaves behind after they have a fight like that, Eubank Ben won. Suited Conor Ben so much more in the rematch, even though he already had all the things in his favor going into the first fight. When you take away what both fighters went through from the first fight as well. Obviously, due to the stage of his career, due to what age he is, Conor Ben could take that way better, and he did, and he won. 30 here for Charas, 36 for Bunez. Um, 2-inch reach advantage for Charas, both equal height of 5'7". Just let's get into it. But yeah, so sort of my thoughts. I think Superboxing is going to obviously bring a lot of much needed change though as well, because I think it will bring sort of the ability for a fighter to lose and come back. I think it'll make it so much easier if you're signed to Zuffa. and there's a couple of good fighters on there as well. A couple of Irish fighters. You have Fergal McCrory on there, Callum Walsh on there as well. I'm sure more will come. I mean, I know Thomas Cardy. It's obviously something going to be making his comeback on March 14th here in Dublin. But I feel like something with Thomas Cardy is he's obviously fought on the old Dana White boxing cards with Callum Walsh headline. So any fighter really that has been there has a great relationship. Much more chance of getting to Dana White, I suppose. Paris is a heavy favourite here. Six in no, not six. 12 and 6-1 for Charis. Referee Mark Goddard. Let's get it. Round one underway. Charis literally looks like he's looking for something there. Crazy. Front kick does not land for Bunez. Neither does that left hook. It's a really good fight here. 14 and 8 as well for Bunez. Nice job from Charis. Leg kick though from Bunez. Kick now from Bunez as well. Dance switch from Charis. There's a nice leg kick from Charis though. Left hook for Bunez now. Single legged hand here for Bunez. Great defense from Charis. Ends up with the body lock though. What are we saying here? Bunez going for the trip. Is he going to get it? Ends up behind with the body lock now. Oh, nails the thigh. You love to see it. Going for that hook now to get under the back of Charis. Go for that rear naked choke. Most likely. Tries to build up, doesn't get it. Still got that hook in around the leg, and now he builds up. Gets the body triangle around Charis here. 3:11 left to go. Let's see what he can do from this position. He's on the back. We are standing up still, so really wrapping that body triangle tight though. He goes to this rear naked choke. It's great jiu-jitsu. He's obviously seeing Charles Oliveira finish Justin Poirier with a choke like this in the past. Charles nods his head. Great use of the elbows here from Bunez, by the way, onto the shoulders of Charles. Working the hands still here from Bunez, trying to get that open it for the choke. It's one arm. Good work from Charles to push it off. Charles still trying to get a way out of this position. Elbows to the shoulder again from Bunez, by the way. Really interesting tactic, really good tactic. Knocks back this corner. Charles is just laughing, but he really can't do anything to get him off either, so I'll just be stuck here to be honest. This being is just elbows, his back and shoulders. Suppose it being as his legs will be burnt out after his been very long control time here with the body triangle. Standing. Switches it to the other leg now. Sarah's still got a hand in that glove. Blocking from the other side. A lot of shots here to the head. From being as he starts working on that other shoulder now. Reestablishes his body triangle. Sarah's finally separates the body triangle. Front flips forward to try and get him off at the end of the round. He done that only because it was the end of the round because he did end up on the ground with his back tucked there, but that is obviously round one to be nice. Suppose that's one way to stop the damage inside of Charles. Fair enough. I'd like to say more malicious intent, shall we say. More damage in this round. That was a really good work though, that round, to be honest, from Bunez. Obviously you want to see some knockdowns and stuff, but like we have been getting like the last fight. But I mean, in terms of tactics, to elbow those shoulders so much is a very good tactic. Obviously, tear out the arms. Charas, there's a nice leg kick from Charas. Left hook misses from Bunez. Body kick now from Bunez. That was nice. There's a left hook though from Charas. Charas goes to that spinning elbow. Nearly gets tucked down, but good defense. There's a really solid left hook to the midsection from Charas. Nothing like a clean body shot. High level engagement here from Bunez as he misses a 1-2. Bunez just seems to be waiting for the counter or waiting for the mistake from Charas. Sitting on the back foot. Charas is walking forward trying to do something. There's a nice straight right to the body from Charas. Jab now from Charas. 1-2-1 or 2-1-2 from Charas. Nice right hand though from Bunez. Left hook from Charas. Again, left hook right hand from Charas. Leg kick check from Bunez. Nice double jab though from Bunez. Sort of backs up again. Tries going for that spinning back fist again, doesn't get anything though. Jab from Muniz. Overhand right miss for Chares. Jab from Muniz. Deep kick to the body now and jab from Muniz. Deep kick to the body now from Chares. Would you look at that? Another missed spinning back fist that time from Muniz. We got the voice of Dane Thomas obviously in the corner. The GOAT. The GOAT coach analysis. The one and only, I suppose. Chares lands a nice left hook to the head now. An uppercut though on the inside from Muniz. Pretty much Chares can't commit because Muniz is looking for a takedown. Muniz won't commit because he knows the hands are dangerous from Chares. He comes in too hard. So we're stuck at range here. Getting a few punches here and there. Both guys sort of doing the same thing though. Chares is the more pressure fighter, however. Big left hook misses from Muniz and he gets tagged with a jab in there. I believe there's a cut over the eye of Chares. Yep. High kick miss for Chares now. Nice jab, and both fighters have both pushed each other off. Muniz cannot be calling anyone in, even though he does land a nice two left hooks in the right hand. Calling Chares in, even though he's been walking backwards the whole round. How about you go forward, mate? Goes for a spinning back kick. It's blocked. Jab from Chares. Leg kick from Muniz. Great to the low blow. Much needed rest for both fighters here. It is actually devastating whenever you go from the last fight to something like this. Yeah, pretty much couldn't have been any more clean. Good to the good to the she did not want to be hit. Like, yeah. At least Daniel Zellhuber's next. He's usually all action. 100% finish rate for Chares, but stuff's just not coming into play. Rank is back underway. So far, anyways. There's a nice right hook, spinning back fist now, and Bunez finally hurt at the end of that round. They dap each other up for no reason because the fight's not over yet. Hey, who does that round go to? Like, that's actually a bit of a confusing one. Like, pretty really, I mean, really solid back and forth. I think I'll get that on the Chares. I don't know. Tough. That is round two underway. Or round three underway, sorry. Just jab from Chares. Whoever wants this win should go forward with pressure and land good shots. Oh, we are literally 1 second behind the round timer. Come on. It's all well and good calling a fighter in, like, but see, what you want to do is you actually want to hit them whenever you're doing that. There's a nice uppercut from Chares. You know what I mean? 'Cause calling someone in and getting smacked yourself about is not really the greatest looking thing of all time. Like when that one fighter pointed to the center like Max Holloway and then got head kick KO'd or something. Get knocked out cold anyways, though, if it was a head kick. Single leg attempt from Bunez. It's the trip. Finally uses offensive wrestling. There's a great elbow from the bottom from Chares. To be honest, apologies for my lack of care for lackluster tonight. There's a really good kickoff from Chares, but yeah, there's a nice leg hook to the body uppercut now from Chares. Bunez might be hurt here. Just jab to the body from Chares. I want to see finishes was my end of that point. There's a uppercut left hook from Chares and a 1-2 behind it now. Bunez calls him in again. Left hook to the body, that was tough from Chares. Left hook again to the head. Oh, really good left hook to the body, and again that left hook to the liver is landing clean for Chares. Nice jab from Chares now. Put the pressure on, man. 3 minutes. No time to take backward steps. This could well be 2-0 to Bunez. That last round was really close. Chares has no time for waiting here. And his body shots are landing clean, so he needs to take advantage of it. Rep as hard as he can to the body. Right hand to the head now from Chares. But it puts the slightest bit of pressure on him. Bunez starts circling away. Nice take kick to the body from Bunez. Calling Chares forward, by the way, and I just want to let you know something. Chares has been walking forward the whole fight, and Bunez has been on the back foot, so I don't know what he's calling forward for. Like, how about you go forward, mate? Like, you come forward, come forward. I actually do what? I'm going to walk backwards. Nice shot from Bunez. Finally walking forward himself. Chares has completely abandoned that left hook to the body that was landing about as flush as possible, to be fair. Snaps the head back though of Bunez, those two jabs. I feel like these two fighters are reset too much. Bunez switches southpaw. Class. Goes for an oblique kick, gets hit and returned with a leg kick. Nice jab to the body from Chares. Leg kick now from Chares. He's got a minute 30 to get a finish here. Leg kick to the head from Chares. Jab from Chares. Bunez calls him forward again after walking backwards once again for the last minute. There's a nice jab from Chares. You know, Bunez gets hit and walks backwards again. Tries an entry, misses. Chares is not doing enough either here. I think Bunez just done the running thing. I don't even know I blinked, to be honest. Was that an eye poke? No, it's not. Bunez hurt here to the eye. Chares just needs to throw everything, to be honest with you, because, you know what I mean? Like, he's finally got him hurt. 41 significant strikes for Chares as well in this round as he wastes his time with a spinning back kick to the body. There's a really nice set hook to the body now, though. Jab to the body now for Chares. Oh, yeah, it was knuckle to the eye. It took uppercut on the inside now for Bunez. Jab from Chares again. Yeah, bro, you putting your hands in the air and you're walking backwards again. I don't know if you realize that one, mate. Front kick to the body from Chares. 10 seconds left. Does anyone want to do anything to win the fight? Spinning back kick to the head from Chares, an uppercut now. That'll work. Flying knee now from Chares and a great right hook. Goes for a Superman punch at the end. I have that 2-1 Chares. I'm not gonna lie. That could be 2-1 Chares. Or 2-1 Bunez, but Bunez definitely lost that last round in the first, or the second round was close, so look, we'll see here. Yeah, we are just waiting here for the decision announcement, and here we go. Alright, Edgar Chairez gets the decision victory, split decision 29-28. Well deserved. He's the only one that pushed forward and tried to actually fight. I'm gonna say it like that. Sick of that. Being is that was actually doing my head in. Like that was pretty much just a back and forth same way, but at least Chairez was going forward. Bunez kept saying, "Yeah, come on, come on," and then walking backwards. Get out of here with that. Felipe Bunez. Had him hurt at the end. He probably, I mean, that exchange at the end probably won him the fight. I mean, pretty much like that happened at the end. As soon as Chairez come forward and tried to land something big up against Cage, it was running season. See, Mega Morales here in the crowd as well. Got a photo of Islam Makhachev on his phone. Going for that call out, going for that title shot. Here, Daniel Zell Hooper coming up next. Come on. What we like to see some good fights. All right, so more updates on the Perth card coming on. Hey, what's the date? I actually think I reposted that. Well, main event obviously. Carlos Prates will clash with Jack Della Maddalena. What a fighter! Glad to have him back. I think Nunez walking away there, he looked quite annoyed, but he can't complain in my opinion. He was landing clean as well, and if he wanted to go forward more, he should have. But that's the way it goes, mate. May 2nd, UFC Perth, and that will be prime time Australia, or prime time Perth, not early on Sunday morning, as mentioned there, to match up with the United States time zone. So what are we saying? This presents opportunities. You know what I mean? Why do I have too many? What? Alright, who doesn't have fights here? Alright, let's see it. Perth, Australia is currently there plus 8 hours, so oh no way. If my calculations are right, the UFC will be on at like 12 o'clock my time. That is elite. That's what we'd love to see. Full night's sleep is a luxury at this rate. This is why we have not. This is why I cannot get anything but firefights. But wars tonight. Ken Green, veteran of the sport, was at 51 fights now. Coming up on his 52nd fight. 33 and 17 and 1. Obviously a great fighter, great stand-up fighter. Oh, 6 inch reach advantage for Zellhuber though. A 3 inch height advantage as well for him. 15 and 3 for Zellhuber. I'll be taking Daniel Zellhuber in this one. What is happening? Alright, Zellhuber making his way ready to enter the octagon right now. Way. 5 first round finishes, 7 wins by knockout, 3 by submission, and awarded the UFC contract on Dana White's Contender Series. The GOAT. Upman Tate. Shout out to him, absolute legend of the game. Interestingly, the boxing gloves tattooed on Daniel Zellhuber here. King Green already. And the fact you can change your first name to King is tough to be fair. King Green already in the octagon. They'll be taken in the atmosphere, and here we go. Bobby Green talking to him, or King Green. Apologies if I do like say the wrong name from time to time, because obviously I'm very used to Bobby Green. That change only came last year, and I've been saying King Green for a while now, so gotta get used to readjust. 39 years of age for King Green, 26 for Daniel Zellhuber is a heavy favourite. Green's height advantage, 6-inch reach advantage, as we already said, and Green has the most pro fights in the card, 52. Shout out to him. We could be looking at a Jalen Turner style flatline KO here for Bobby Green, but you never know. If we do, hopefully we move on very quickly on to the next fight. Dale who we're getting introduced here. Herb Dean, our referee for this bout. Oh, my bad on the round timer, but let's go. Round one underway. The leg kick from Bobby Green, or King Green, sorry. 1-2 misses for King Green. There's a right hand for Zellhuber, but he falls, and there's a good knee to the body from Green. I mean, even at it, no matter what age he is, there's a great double leg and a great sprawl as well from Zellhuber. Nice ground and pound though from Green. Yeah, sort of no matter the age for Green, that style is always going to be elusive and always going to be tricky for any fighter. There's a great backhand from Green. 1-2, he's talking to him now, brushing his shoulders off. Low kicks now from Zellhuber. Green shakes his head as Zellhuber misses. And the right hand left hook misses for Zellhuber. Bobby Green gets the takedown. Great sprawl once again from Zellhuber to get back to his feet. It's pretty much what happens is Bobby Green gets a takedown, then Zellhuber will get a body lock and just roll him over with the momentum. And then Bobby Green usually gets back on Zellhuber's back, but he's building up already, and there's a gear backhand against works in stances from Bobby Green. Backhand miss again for Zellhuber's great shot for Green. Green's walking forward with his shoulders kind of pushed out. And he lands a great backhand again. 6 of 26. Zellhuber 21 of 39 for Green on significant strikes. 2 minutes left to go in the strong. Can Zellhuber get through with something? Kick to the shoulders of Green. Really good backhand. Right hook from Green as well that time. Kavanagh with flush. Green surprisingly looking quicker here. A lot of taunting here from Green. Zellhuber finally gets through with the right hand though. Green cracks him back. And pretty much when the guy is standing there, sticking his chin out in the air, taunting you, what you want to do is probably deep kick him. Not throw head kicks, considering it's the one thing he's expecting. Crane was damn near about to go for some spinny stuff there, but he didn't. Yeah, he goes for it there. He goes for a spinning wheel kick. Doesn't get it. Blocked by Zellhuber. Good defense again from Green as he lands kind of a hammer fist there, it one look like. Nice body kick that time from Zellhuber. Rips that head to the body in that one. I mean, if it was just repositioning, there's a good tape though from Green. A late taunting from Green here. Stabbing your arm onto Bobby Green. Great distance control, great range control, and great counters from Bobby Green that round. Right. Round two getting underway. Here's Bobby Green still talking to him. Still Huber goes straight forward under the pressure. Probably needs to start attacking the legs of Green. The legs and the body don't move. A good head kick into a wheel kick from Charles, and Green brushes it off his shoulders, but those landed the intended targets to the head and to the body. Green throws a lot of feints. There's another takedown from Green, and the sprawl of Zellhuber doesn't work that time. He's going for an inverted triangle here, though, from the bottom, and that's tight. No way, this is how he gets him. That's crazy. Green shows he's still awake. Trying to fight out of this. This is a great attempt here from Zellhuber, though. It's in tight. It's in very tight. I don't really see how Green can escape this. I think Green might be out. No, never mind. He's showing the thumbs up. I love when a fighter just shows casual signs that they're limp and then shows their thumbs up. He locks his hands up here. Zellhuber's still holding this triangle, though. Let's go of it. Locks it back up. Squeezing even tighter now, Zellhuber. Needs the body from Green. Zellhuber's still holding on to this choke. Needs the body from Green again, but this is getting tighter. You can tell because the knee attempts of Bobby Green are getting harder. Shows that he's trying to get out of it more. Trying to get out of that choke from Zellhuber. Zellhuber trying to roll over now, which he does, trying to get back up to his feet. And he does. Bobby Green on the body lock though. Definitely going to throw off this, surely. Against the cage in the clinch. Bobby Green goes for another double leg. Underhook in for Zellhuber. Can he defend this takedown now? There we go. Good defense from Zellhuber that time. Jab misses, right hand misses. There's a good right hand for Bobby Green. Zellhuber once again just not throwing to the body at all, but good right hook to the head from Green. Right hook from Green again. Right hand to the body now from Green. Good hook from Green. A good right hand finally lands for Zellhuber. There's a good up jab from Green. Zellhuber smiles. Goes that backhand to the body again. Green doesn't get it. Zellhuber misses all three of his punches again. Good right hand finally lands for Zellhuber. Green are landing him by quite a lot here. Not much getting through Zellhuber and a jab from him though. They took the body for Zellhuber, but Zellhuber's hurt. Big right hand from Bobby Green. That one stumbled Zellhuber a bit. Bobby Green is doing some. I don't even know what he's doing right now. Good right hand for Bobby Green. A nice leg took the body for Zellhuber. Another backhand for Green. And a huge one. Zellhuber goes down here. And he's out cold. He's out cold, surely. Nope, he survives. He is out. He's out. He's out cold. He's out cold. Referee. Referee. Holy. Referee. Referee. That's gotta be stopped. That's over, yeah. Bobby Green with the second round knockout. Zellhuber's trying to complain as he wobbles about, stumbles about in his feet. Literally looked like he took about 8 shots to the head unconscious. So that's the end of that one. What a knockout for King Green. A huge right hook on the inside, and that one hurt Zellhuber again. Green got him this time. Never mind, it was a straight left, was it? No, we're going to shoot a shot. 2 straight lefts. Yeah, that was it. 2 straight lefts. The second one landed really flush. That was the beginning of the end. Great performance there from Ken Green, way sharper. Obviously couldn't be hit by Zell Huber, and that was sort of that for him. Two more fights to go though, which is good. Hopefully we see a first round KO from Cheeto and a Brandon Moreno decision victory or whatever he can do. Submission victory maybe early. Because I'm looking to get sleep tonight, I'll be honest. I'm in favour of that this time. Great knockout though from Ken Green. I'll hear his post fight speech here. Alright, well there we have it. Ken Green calls for Nate Diaz to come back to the UFC and retire where he belongs as he gets his KO in his 52nd fight. Proud to him. Nate Diaz will be a great fight. Obviously, we've seen UFC 327 announced earlier on. What a card that's going to be. Even this undercard here, the prelims, Asmat Mirzakhanov against Paulo Costa, light heavyweight. Tracio Pitbull versus Aaron Pico. Gamrat versus Ribovics. Swanson versus Landwehr. Kevin Holm versus Randy Brown. Gaston versus Luque. Suarez versus Godinez. And Alvarez against Prado. This is a trim and a half from this guy here with his half pink, half black hair. Fair enough. Karate and kickboxing black belt. As we all know, karate is heavily feared in the MMA scene. Cheeto is still getting his hands wrapped. Cheeto's next, and he's still getting his hands wrapped. Please tell me it was from earlier on. I just remembered how Cheeto fights as well, so we're probably going to be on a decision here. Quite a slow starter. Do we need something here, like, don't we? Good knockout, like. I suppose that's an improvement on the record for Paddy Pimblett. What a performance from Bobby Green, by the way. Actually insane. Abel Ramos gets a decision victory there. Obviously, we know he was one of the fighters that had a close fight with Mario Barros. Had just managed to hold on to his world title in a split draw with Abel Ramos, surviving a knockdown. Before Ryan Garcia was obviously able to beat him after the Manny Pacquiao fight. This is another thing, the altitude level could obviously play a big factor for Lona Kavanagh tonight. Obviously, Moreno's fought here before quite a few times now, so he should be alright, but it'll be a difficulty for Kavanagh. As they show the cars driving down the street. Brenna Fitzgerald, Lauren Sanko, Michael Bisping, Charlie Arnold, and Dean Thomas. Dean Thomas is tough, to be honest. Take commentary whenever you're like, let's hear, let's hear from the voice in the corner, Dean Thomas. And he's never not there. Dean Thomas always comes through on the outsider's advice. I don't know what you want to call it. Maybe we'll see him on the main commentary desk one day though. I know he's a coach as well, but he was quite obviously quite a good fighter back in his day. So, Dean Thomas. Are we looking at a walkout here, are we? Or are we looking at a logo in the middle of the ring? We're looking at promo. 23 and 11 for one for Cheeto. 11 and 1 for his opponent, Martinez. Showing highlights from Cheeto versus O'Malley. Oh, what a performance that was, by the way. From O'Malley. I mean, just straight precision, accuracy. I mean, that knee up the middle is obviously one of the most remembered punches of all time. But there's that front kick KO of Edgar, knee up the middle against Font, elbow against Sandhagen, and I mean, show that head kick against Dominic Cruz. Why not? Great body shot again there. Lovely back of the head knockout. Hit the middle there from Martinez. Overhand right, he fought Font as well. I think I was thinking he should like this is wild, but I was thinking this guy I wouldn't even be saying this if this isn't the way it actually ends up being. I was thinking he's dyed half of his hair black, or it must be his natural colour. He's dyed half of it pink. I mean, he should dye one eyebrow pink, and then it looks like half of his eyebrow is missing on the right or the left hand side. I think it would be. He's a line through his haircut that just continues through his eye, and the opposite side of it is pink, and the one on the other side is black. Fair enough, mate. Rate the commitment here, like. What are we saying? If anyone's in here, let me know. Um, been a bit of a lack. It's not been a bit of a lackluster night for the fights, but we're a bit tired over here. We're chilling. We're getting through it. As always, don't want to miss one of these. No matter what the card you could put, the lowest ranked fighters I could think of. Honestly, I'm gonna be here as much as I can, as many times as I can this year, and no tiredness or no laziness is gonna put a stop to that. So I don't care if I have to sit here and watch flipping. Like, I don't care what I have to sit here and watch because I'll be here. Martinez finally enters the ring. Cheeto not even in there. Oh my. But Cheeto's in there already. Here comes Cheeto, I suppose. Marlon Vera from Ecuador, one of four Ecuador fighters now. It is sort of, I think we are starting to see like the amount of countries that come into the UFC now is obviously expanding, and that'll change as this work grows. I mean, boxing's in every country of the world, but that's because boxing's been around for so long. You know what I mean? So it'll get there. But it'll obviously be fun to see what sort of fighters come through in the future. I'd really like to see like the UFC build as many PIs as possible. I think that'd be really cool facilities for some countries to have, and I know they have one in Mexico now. But maybe Brazil would be a good place to run. A lot of fan favorite fighters there. Charles Oliveira, obviously Carlos Prates, didn't he? Volk, the goat. But Nate Diaz just tweeted that Poirier is a dumbass. What is? Why is he tweeted that? What is that? What is it Poirier do? Who knows? Maybe Nate Diaz will come along into the live stream after that reply to his tweet. But I don't know. I just got the notification. Says straight up the bar is a dumbass. I don't know what that's about. 33 for Cheeto, 27 for Martinez. Range height advantage for Cheeto at 5'8", and I think that could have been equal reach. Bobby Green calls. Right? He says the bar is. Shout out Nate Diaz and Nick Diaz. I think I said this last time, but Nick Diaz seems to be doing better. Shout out Nate Diaz as well. You know, you're in here. Let me know who you got for this one. Cheeto's about to give us probably 3 round decision, but Martinez doesn't come to play, so maybe I'll play against the slow starting style of Cheeto. I think Cheeto on a TV out the other day. Where did you get that? I think it was YouTube actually. Mark Goddard, our referee again. Round one, about to get underway. Round one underway. Show me the. There's absolutely no way we're sagging behind on that round timer again. 23rd appearance as a UFC bantamweight for Marlon Cheeto Vera, and he passes Munoz for the most of all time. The big right hand just misses for Martinez. Head kick for Cheeto there. That was a good shot. Cheeto. Cheeto will probably look like a different person tomorrow, man. Good leg kick from Martinez. Martinez is like very jumping up and down here. One kick to the chest from Cheeto. Head kick blocked by Cheeto. Good straight right to the body though from Martinez. Head kick from Cheeto. Uppercut blocked by Cheeto as well. Another head kick blocked, that time by Martinez. Cheeto tried that in between the combination. It was good. There's a good right hand to the body though for Martinez. For Martinez is about to just absolutely start throwing hammers. You can see it. Leg kick blocked by Cheeto. Goes for his own. That one misses though. Blade kick from Cheeto. Front kick misses. Right hand lands for both players. Or backhand. Uses southpaw. There's a good front kick. Or no, he's just switched southpaw. That was to the body for Martinez with that front kick. Front kick to the body now from Cheeto. Good right hand from Martinez. Good uppercut right hand from Martinez now. Overhand right misses from Martinez. Head kick misses again from Cheeto. Right hand from Martinez. Left hook, right hook misses from Martinez now. Good uppercut from Martinez. I mean, he's very like his style is so like shaky that it could also be considered just like feints and hard to tell what's coming next. He lands a right hook at the end of that combination. Whereas Cheeto is such more stable and walking forward, kind of plodding forward. Not really much head off the center line movement from Cheeto either here, as he just kind of follows Martinez around here. Martinez circles, Cheeto switches southpaw, misses his backhand again, and he's on the chase again. And you see here 6 for 39 for Cheeto, whereas it's 18 for 39 for Martinez. Your front kick to the body from Cheeto. He needs to work the body on Martinez here, who gets a trip, gets Cheeto down. Cheeto's going for triangle choke here. Good posture up for Martinez to obviously get out of that one. Armbar now though from Cheeto, maybe? No, I feel like that was open, but whatever. Ball guard from Martinez. Elbows from the bottom now from Cheeto. From guard and pound from Martinez. Cheeto kicks him off. Throwing up some front kicks. Managed to evade some more ground and pound that time. So end round one, and that's 10 9 Martinez. Good to see some eagerness and some will to win there. Alright, round two about to get underway here. See that will to win once again. Maybe Cheeto will be doing more of this round as well, considering we're going into the second round now for him. Good job, Martinez. From Cheeto, I mean. Leg kick from Cheeto, leg kick from Martinez. Good 1-2 from Cheeto now. Right hand exchange from both fighters. Leg kick blocked by Martinez. Good front kick to the body from Martinez as well. Both fighters trade the jabs there. I mean, as we know, Cheeto's chin is incredible. I think Figueiredo dropped him, but took that O'Malley knee, obviously, so got something in that chin. It's a really good overhand from Martinez, but Cheeto just takes it. Low kick from Martinez. Right hook to the body, miss for Martinez. Good right hook to the head from Cheeto. Ready to go to left hook to the body from Martinez and return at the end of a combination. Cheeto's still trying to walk him down. He's tagged with another 1-2 there from Martinez. Another 1-2 now from Martinez. Nice job there from Cheeto though. I mean, Cheeto realistically walking in is there to be hit. No head off the center line movement. Kind of following Martinez here. He's there to be hit. He's there to be hit hard, especially to the body as well. You just need to watch your exits, obviously you don't get caught like um Dominic Cruz did, coming out of that angle and then getting kicked in the head. There's another clean right hand for Martinez. Coming back kick misses for Cheeto. Good to see that they're both in the white and green short skin. Cheers for that one. There's a good right hand from Martinez. Good job, 1-2. That took misses the end of that combination though for Martinez, and there's a 1-2 for Cheeto now. 1-2 for Martinez is again. Cheeto walking forward now. He's finally got Martinez up against the cage. See what he can do. Martinez just circling out of there. Cheeto just walking him down. Cheeto got to throw that body kick, man. From his rear leg. Or is it to the head? But he gets hit and tripped at the same time. Down to full guard now for Martinez. Cheeto going for an armbar here or triangle. Elbows from the bottom now from Cheeto. Ground and pound now from Martinez. Dude, Cheeto can throw up an effective submission here. Or maybe kick Martinez off again. Got that. So he gets up. He does get hit with the right hook as well, but he's up. I mean, Cheeto in a 3-round fight. I don't know. Never usually turns out good for him, like. Especially against this sort of like, not even aggressive, but just energetic fighter like Martinez. And I think that's a very good word to describe him. Good left hook to the body though from Cheeto. But Cheeto's just following him, and there's no cutting off the octagon. Like I think whenever Martinez circles to the right, Cheeto could do quite a good job at cutting off the octagon using his rear body kick. Then back kick miss from Martinez. A head kick lands Cheeto, but he's not doing it. So Moreno is definitely two with Martinez. Round 3 underway. That'll be a troll. Wait, what do we say? 1 second late, 1 second early on the clock timer. I'm like literally half a second off. Cheeto's pressuring again. Good left hook to the body from Martinez. Cheeto lands a leg kick. So does Martinez. Front kick to the body from Cheeto. There's a good 1-2 from Cheeto now. Martinez takes off though and circles back to the centre of the octagon. Misses an uppercut, 2 uppercut though. Good head move from Cheeto. 1-2 misses again from Martinez. Uppercut lands the body now for Cheeto in the clinch. They separate. Single leg attempt here again. Martinez doesn't get it. Double jab from him though. Oh, yeah. 1-2 misses for Cheeto. Right hand lands for Cheeto over the guard there. Left hook now as well for Cheeto. This is where Cheeto will probably be at his best. And he needs a stoppage, so that's good for him. A really nice uppercut to the body again though from Martinez. The 2 uppercut now as well. He circles and Cheeto just follows again. Goes for a flat knee, doesn't get it though. Cheeto now in the clinch. Trying to separate, trying to push off, using that hands over the face technique. Gets it. Nice job from Martinez. Big hook smash for Cheeto. Job for Cheeto. 1-2 again from Martinez though. Good uppercut to the body, right hand from Cheeto that time. Martinez looks like he's feeling the pace now. 2 minutes left to go to see what Cheeto can do. Does he need something big? Pretty sure he's definitely down 2-0. 1-2 miss for Cheeto. Grab the body from Martinez. They're both doing like the Tom Aspinall shoulder grab there. Good right hand, backhand for Cheeto, and a right hook now. Or left hook, sorry, and a left uppercut behind it from Cheeto. Cheeto's definitely breaking through more with his pressure now. Good matchup here, 9 against 10 as well. A good right hook uppercut now from Cheeto. Surely he throws a head kick here now. Cheeto's southpaw as well. He goes in, switching to orthodox. A minute and a half left to go, see what he can do. Lands a hammer fist that time. Body lock now for Martinez. Going to go for that single leg again, probably. Cheeto breaks clinch. Walking forward again. Let's see if he can do it. He's got a minute to finish him here. Nice job from Cheeto. Now he's inside orthodox again. Job from Martinez though. Uppercut to the body from Cheeto, and that was a impactful shot, to say the least. Good right hand from Martinez though. Oh yeah, he's the karate fighter. I suppose that's where his bouncing style come from. Good front kick to the body from Cheeto. Uppercut now from Cheeto. It is interesting though, like this many fights in his career, Cheeto still hasn't adapted to start earlier. So there's a really good left hook to the head, and that one might have stunned Martinez. He lands a double jab, just front kick to the body from Cheeto, and a left hook to the body now. Left hook to the head for Cheeto. 15 seconds, 10 seconds. Cheeto, what can you do? 1-2 from Cheeto now. And that is it. He have the middle miss for Cheeto at the end. He's going to lose a 2-1 decision because he once again cannot do anything in rounds 1 and 2. And like you're stuck in this position again because I do feel like if that was the main event and that was a 5 round fight, Cheeto wins and stops him, but not the way it went. 3-1 Martinez, 29-28. That'll probably be that unanimously as well for the division. The Eddie Hearn and Davin Haney sitting ringside together. Let's hear this official decision get announced. There you have it. David Martinez defeats Tito Vera via 29-28 unanimous decision. Let's go. What are we saying? Yeah, I was just tweeting about Taporia out of nowhere as well as main event. Tito was most definitely not robbed. Put it that way. Um, yeah, let's get this show started. Main event, get them out here. So Martinez has done his interview. Shout out to him. Shout out, great victory. Um, you know, the way to beat Cheeto is to beat him round 1 and 2 and survive that third, and he did it. Great distance control, which you would expect from a karate fighter. Great body shots of points in there, left hook to the body. Great right hand as well. Good work from Martinez as he moves forward now. Could be interesting. Cheeto loses again, and that's the way it'll go most of the time for Cheeto. You know, slow starter, you do. But yeah, hopefully we get this main event on right about now. But I'm tired to be honest, so we got this. So we are here, we are live. We gotta keep going. The trailer here for Oliveira versus um Holloway. Prelim starting at 4 or 5 a.m. for Americans. For UFC Perth, they're gonna have to feel our pain. of staying up at this time. European pain. Sean replays that Holloway Cater fight. I mean, just what a brilliant performance that was from Max Holloway. Or watching that live, that was like peak prime Max Holloway. That felt like just, I mean, the looking away, talking to the commentary team, and then pop, 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 dodging the shots. What a fight that was! Shout out to Max Holloway, man, absolute legend. I remember one of the cleanest finishes as well that I've ever seen was Charles Oliveira against Dustin Poirier. I think that back take, so slick, so slick. I remember watching that live and just thinking, I mean, that was one of the best transitions that I've seen. So it's great to see Holloway back. It's good to see that he beat Gamrot. No offense to Gamrot. I mean that in a sense of how quick Oliver had to come back. That um a lot of times you see fighters go unconscious pretty much immediately. So it was great to see that he come back and was able to get the win without getting stopped. But yeah. So um, got anyone's following over on TikTok right now. We just hit 100 over there. We're 105 now. So shout out to anyone that followed. Much appreciated. Same to anyone's following on the Instagram. Thanks for the support. Shout out to anyone I interviewed as well last night. What is the box on? Vargas. People are like, people are saying Cheeto was robbed. Like Cheeto did not do anywhere near enough in the first two rounds, so I don't know how you can be robbed just because you near had your opponent hurt a couple of times in the third round. Whenever you score these fights round by round, it's usually quite different. Like some people see Cheeto lose the first two rounds and then see him near get it back in the third, and then they're like, yeah, he definitely wins because he had the momentum, but that doesn't mean he wins. Called round by round scoring happens every time, you know. That's the best way to put it. So many people are like, yeah, that's definitely his fight, and then they don't realize that when you score it round by round, it could actually end up quite different. But then they're like saying it's robbery and all. What can you do, man? With Cheeto, it's just that style, isn't it? So, and look at the power he possesses as well, and the time, and obviously with that head kick, you know, or the head kick over Dominic Cruz, that's the time he possesses the body shot against Sean O'Malley in the last 10 seconds of their fight, but he just doesn't do enough early, unfortunately for him. So yeah, Fortunately, that's another loss for Cheeto. Main event coming up now. At Brandon Moreno in this fight, I think he's going to take it home in the later rounds, whether it be a decision or finish. Who knows? Be one of the biggest upsets, one of the biggest comeback, or not comeback, but like one of the biggest, yeah, upsets in UFC history. Coming in out of the rankings, beating the number six ranked and former world champion, headlining in Mexico. Brandon Moreno obviously being Mexican, coming over to the opponent's backyard, I suppose would have been a better way to put that, to get the win, and it would probably be by knockout if he does get it. Would obviously be a great way, a great launch to superstardom for Donor Kavanagh, coming back off a finish loss as well. So we've seen obviously Paul Hughes' next fight against JJ Wilson get announced for the SSE Arena Belfast at 1 a.m. Paul Hughes said the card will be over by after 1 a.m. or 1 a.m. You know, I don't know about that. I feel like it's a 3 fight main card. I don't know if it'll be over by that time, but like, huge fight there. Great fight as well in terms of equalness. They obviously have got us back, the fighter from here, and Paul Hughes, and bringing he's done for the MMA scene, revitalizing it in Belfast, especially. So yeah, I mean, Loner Kavanagh, we've obviously seen that clean striking style, clean knockouts from Cage Warriors to the Contender Series, UFC. So look, maybe he can pull it off again tonight. Who knows? Obviously, he did get knocked out against Ross Johnson, but that's the way it goes sometimes with Johnson. Very good fighter. He also knocked out current champion Joshua Van as well. But Brandon Moreno, I mean, what a fighter he's been. Multiple. I think he's won. It was it was draw, then win for Moreno, then loss. So win for Figueredo, and then win for Moreno again. I'm pretty sure. So I think Moreno is a two-time world champion, and I mean just what fighter he is, and they sure going to go on to become the world title challenger or the world champion, then it doesn't look like you're gonna beat Brandon Moreno. And he's also coming off TKO loss against um Tatsuro Taira. So look, who knows? He just got stuck, mounted, and couldn't do anything about it. That's the way it went. But I think he's gonna win this one quite dominantly, to be honest. So we'll see. Hold on though. Kavanagh walks out. huge step up competition for Luna Kavanagh here. I've got Moreno. Let me know who you've got in the chat. If you're here, make sure to subscribe, obviously. And yeah, follow anything else you want or on the screen. You see my Instagram where you get the interviews, you get edits sometimes, maybe. You get the general reports. Um, get all that stuff over there on Instagram. Then TikTok, obviously more focused towards, any videos that they put out that are short form, whether it be clips of interviews and stuff like that. Decision announcements, you get those on Instagram as well. And then obviously we have Twitter, which is where you do the more general reporting just throughout the day, tweet a couple of things, and yeah. Make sure to follow along on all of them. This is where you'll usually get long form content from me. That can be interviews, prediction videos, live streams, reaction videos. We're doing it all, so yeah. Make sure to follow along, subscribe for more. Appreciate it. Get my Brandon Moreno in this ring. And then let's get to bed in approximately 20, 30 minutes at max. Here comes Brandon Moreno. He was on a 4-fight losing streak. Brandon Moreno making his way to the ring right now. Pretty energetic crowd in there tonight. Cool. The Americans that are like main card will start at 7 a.m. ET for Perth. You don't know. You don't know the struggles. Feel it every once in a while. UFC comes over here and they're coming over here now with title fights and putting it on at 5 in the morning. You gotta feel that at some point. Great to hear the birds are up early this morning joining us. It is currently 4 past 4 in the morning. We are currently waiting for Brandon Moreno to enter the octagon. Brandon Moreno got some of the best custom shorts in the UFC as well. Alright, round one underway. Moreno coming out with a jab. Alright, some technical difficulties here, but we're back. Moreno missed took. There's a good job from Kavanagh. Deep kick to the body from Kavanagh. Misses a hook now. Good job, misses for Moreno. Let's go. Three people. There's a good left hook from Moreno. Sort of like the one he landed on the eye of Figueiredo. They call him that stoppage. I don't know if that was a shot or just a push off of the face. But there's a good move for Kavanagh now. Alright, anyone's in here. If you haven't already subscribed, check out my interviews recently. Yeah, stuff with prediction videos, shorts, all that good stuff. You see all the tags are on the screen there, so yeah, make sure to come back for more. 3 minutes left to go in this round. Kavanagh control and range good so far. He throws that right hand. Nice job for Kavanagh. Triple job from Moreno. Gets out with a check hook from Kavanagh. Moreno using foot feints now. He lands a nice job. The head kick from Kavanagh. Overhand from Moreno now. Double left hook, but Kavanagh definitely got the batter there. Interesting so far. Side kick from Kavanagh. Head kick from Kavanagh, but he slips that time. Spreading it on the forehead of Moreno. In with around the eyes of Kavanagh. Good hook over the top from Brandon Moreno that time. Right hand over the top as well from Moreno. That one landed flush in the chin. 1-2 blocked by Moreno. Team that front kick, but there's a nice hook from Kavanagh. Job from Moreno. It's kind of gone under the radar, or like big of a, not like a mismatch, but like a step up. This is, I suppose, for Kavanagh, but he's doing good so far. Good job from Moreno. Cut over the eye of Moreno. Yeah, moving from there. Get out of the way the jab of Kavanagh, who lands eventually though. Good leg kick from Kavanagh. Some bruising on the calf already. Moreno, that could have already been there to be fair. Nice inside low kick though from Moreno. Interesting first round. Round two about to get underway here. Round two underway, let's go. Having it back to that jab. There's a 1-2 from Moreno that time. Moreno goes to the jab to the body there. Inside leg kick from Moreno. Good body shot though from Kavanagh. Moreno falls over from the back of that one. 1-2-1 from Kavanagh. I think only the right hand might have got through there, but still good work from Kavanagh. Good job from Moreno. Moreno's shots are so like I don't know the word. Like looping. Moreno go for the takedown, doesn't get it. Good front kick from Kavanagh. Overcut left hook misses from Moreno. Good inside low kick, but good left hook as well for Kavanagh. Job from Moreno. Front kick to the body, really good there from Kavanagh. Moreno steps forward now though, lands the left hook of his own. Jab to the body from Moreno. Kavanagh lands a low kick. Circles out. Uppercut left hook now from Kavanagh. Uppercut to the body from Moreno. Jab from Kavanagh. Jab from Moreno. Jab from Moreno again. Some swelling to the eye of Moreno as well. The right hand from Moreno. Low kick from Moreno. Left hook to the body miss from Moreno. Good uppercut 1-2 from Kavanagh. Moreno might be hurt here. Oh, huge right hand for Kavanagh. Down goes Moreno. Head kick uppercuts now. Moreno's hurt here. Huge uppercuts from Kavanagh. Moreno returns with a punch. He's really hurt here though. Slips over again when they separate from short distance. Overhand right uppercut now for Kavanagh. Moreno just ate them on so. Good low kick from Kavanagh. Left hook from Kavanagh now. Uppercut, left hook, right hook from Kavanagh and a low kick. Moreno has a whole book tattooed on his side, fair enough. Well from the nose now, Moreno. One, two misses for Kavanagh. Low kick from Moreno. That one gets checked, I believe. I took the body from Moreno. That's a shot Moreno's investing in a lot. Good low kick from Kavanagh again. Moreno not really blocking them. A sharp 1-2 from Kavanagh. 35 significant strikes to 15 Brandon Moreno. Jabs from Moreno now. Right hand from Moreno, left hook from Moreno. Looping left hook misses from Moreno. Deep kick to the body. The end of round two, another lunar Kavanagh round. As he drops and badly hurts former champion that time. Huge shots that round for lunar Kavanagh. Three coming up. Round three underway here. If Kavanagh was going to get it done, it would probably be this round to be fair. One sec, I'm hanging on the clock timer as well. 1-2 for Moreno now. That's where you could say maybe the championship experience started to take over. 1-2 Mr. Kavanagh. There's a nice job from Moreno. Although no matter what you've hit Moreno with, he still fights in this sort of style with his. It was just like boxing. A lot of feinting with the hands. A good level change feint from Kavanagh. UFC put their own tweet on screen. There's both. There's missed. There's good front kick to the body again from Kavanagh. Good right hand from Moreno. Left hook from Moreno now on the inside. Very straight their jabs there. Hooks. Pressure now from Moreno as he lands a left hook. Good head movement there though from Kavanagh. It's only one got through there and there was maybe like 5 through. See here, 44 head strikes to Kavanagh. Nice 1-2 left hook. Change. That overhand right or like the right hand that Moreno throws seems to be pretty hard to catch. Like front kick to the body though. Kavanagh or from Kavanagh. Jab from Moreno goes to the double leg now. He's in on a single. He's gonna get anything here. Yep. Moreno goes to the trip. Doesn't get it. Goes to the takedown that time. Doesn't get it either. Went for a slam there. Didn't get it. There's knees to the thigh now from Moreno. Good old classic. Moreno's calf is literally purple on the bottom. Great job from Kavanagh here though to defend the rest on Moreno. He lands a left hook on the break. Front kick from Kavanagh again. Good 1-2 from Moreno. Front kick from Kavanagh again. Head kick now from Kavanagh. That one's blocked though. Good leg hook right hand from Moreno now. 1-2-1 block to Kavanagh. Kavanagh just trying to find the shot. There's a good leg kick from Kavanagh. Front kick to the body now from Moreno. The player's missing that exchange. The right hand though from Moreno. Moreno goes in on that single leg again, doesn't get it. Back in the clinch here though, 20 seconds to go in this round. Needed the body from Moreno. Thigh from Moreno. Needed the thigh again from Moreno. Needed the thigh again. Again, 5 seconds to go. Or needs to the thigh. I think that is a Moreno round though. I think his striking was way better that round. Yeah, definitely that round for Moreno. Now this is where the experience of Moreno's going to kick in either or as well. Go round 3 about or round 4 about to get underway. Absolutely critical for Moreno to win every round now. No. Wait. But we had it apparently we're a bit early. Have the perfect clock timer though on the watch back. Moreno goes that takedown again. Then on a single leg again. Here is he gonna get it this time? No. Is he? Nope. Switches it now. Going for that body lock on Lona Kavanagh. Needed the thigh from Moreno. Needed the thigh from Moreno again. Again. Avi needs the thigh from Brown and Moreno. Again, they're more on the knee as well. Brown and Moreno still working on the takedown with that body lock. Pretty much said to go in this round. Brandon Moreno seems quite intent on keeping the wrestling up. He throws the knees to the knee or to the thigh of Loner Kavanagh. Been great work so far. Moreno's still working though. Prime Mario Bautista. Obviously, I'm joking. Moreno trying to fight up with that body lock to get the takedown. He's not able to get it here though. The knee in the leg of Kavanagh. Moreno's trying to switch now to the grip. Doesn't get it. I love the way they're giving us reminders now that the color shorts they're wearing throughout the fight. Kavanagh finally breaks the clinch, although he does have 100% takedown defense. Low kick from him again. And that one nearly takes the leg of Moreno out. Really good low kicks here from Kavanagh. Good job from Moreno. Wonder can Moreno not fight southpaw? Good job from Kavanagh. Right hand leg hook for Moreno. Good body kick from Kavanagh. Low kick misses that time. Moreno goes in on that single leg again. Underhook ready for Kavanagh, but Moreno's going in for that one. Not looking for that double leg now. Double the underhook though from Kavanagh. Switch back to the single leg. Knees to the thigh again. And again from Moreno. Dean telling him to speed it up. Kavanagh just throwing some tapping shots and not clinch. Huge elbow from Moreno there. One back from Kavanagh. That one might have caught Moreno. Don't know what I think it did. Whale kick from Kavanagh. That one's blocked by Moreno. That was a difficult round to score. I figured give it to Moreno because he controlled more maybe, but obviously Kavanagh hurt him with the leg kicks. One leg kick when you. Oh well. Let's see. Give that one to Moreno. Why not? Make it competitive here. Moreno controlled him most of the round to be fair. Had him in that clinch for a long time, landing those knees. Had a lot of the more damage shots, the leg kicks. I really can't go to Kavanagh. I don't really care to be honest. Round 5 underway. Let's see it. Moreno needs to win this round. That's for sure. Still feeling it on that leg. Good body kick there from Kavanagh. Moreno checks that leg kick, goes in for the single leg again, doesn't get it. Up against the cage now. Moreno really trying for that takedown. Been 100% defense ratio so far for Kavanagh throughout the night. Needs to thigh again from Moreno. Trying to work on that takedown. Dean telling him to pick it up here. Moreno going for the trip, doesn't get it. Very hard being stabs him. Separates him, I mean. Good left hook from Moreno. Good right hand back from Kavanagh. Low kick again from Kavanagh. Head kick from Kavanagh that time. Right hook missed from Kavanagh. Jump knee fake from Kavanagh. Moreno shooting in on the takedown again. Back in the clinch here against the cage again. Moreno's really not going to do anything here as he realistically is going to need the thigh. Then Hardeen's going to separate them. Popping shots to Kavanagh again. Moreno really going for that trip, that single leg now. He's closer than ever right now. Moreno on the back now of Kavanagh, who separates Moreno straight onto the single leg though, as Kavanagh kind of switches around. Kavanagh with the underhooks now. Huge elbow from Kavanagh as well there on the separation. Front kick now from Kavanagh. Right hand from Moreno. Triple jab from Kavanagh lands clean. Body kick from Kavanagh. Head kick from Moreno misses. Need more than a floating head kick at this rate, like. Right hand from Moreno, left hook to the body. Moreno has been outstruck on significant strikes in every round. Referee Harbdane telling them to hurry up pretty much immediately as they enter the clinch. It's class, you know, because takedowns come instantly. Elbow from Moreno. Trip for Kavanagh. Tamps it anyways, doesn't get it. Moreno does the same, doesn't get it. Spinning back kick from Kavanagh. Way to end the fight. Surely Donor Kavanagh wins that. Or it could be 3-2 Moreno. I don't know. It depends on the way you look at it. He did get a lot of control as well, so really know how much I care, to be honest with you. Wasn't the greatest fight ever, like. Good performance from Kavanagh. But whoever wants it can have it. Completely racked right now. A really good right hand earlier in the fight though to drop Moreno from Kavanagh. He might end up a bit hard done by here if he doesn't get the decision. I think it could have been, maybe it could be 3-2 either way, but if someone deserves it, it's definitely Kavanagh. Done the more damage, you know, it's supposed to be damage based scoring, so. Kavanagh's coach is embracing him here, told him he's won it. Could be a Ursig Pantosis. Hopefully not, who knows, man. Never know with these judges that is in Mexico. Like I don't really know how much of a difference it makes when it comes to that in the UFC. Home crowd, so I was gonna cheer on the fighter. All right, let's hear the official decision right now. All right, so Luna Kavanagh gets the decision victory. Um, yeah, fair enough. Decision victory. What an upset. Beats Brandon Moreno. Beats him pretty comfortably on the feet as well. Hear what he has to say. All right, so yeah, Luna Kavanagh says he lives for legendary moments and says respectfully, anyone can get it. Yep, that's what he said. Yep, what an upset, what a victory for Luna Kavanagh. I am absolutely racked. Don't think I've ever been more tired for a fight night. And yeah, it is currently 4:43 in the morning. This is going to be the end of the stream. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, all that stuff. All the odds are around the screen. It's been a great weekend of fights, and yeah, can't wait to get back for more. Conlan coming up soon in Belfast, Catchy coming up soon in Dublin, and UFC 326 also next weekend. Thank you to anyone who's come along. Much appreciated. Thank you. Let's go. Have a good day, everyone. Good morning, good night, wherever you are.